So how'd it feel to get out there for your first game?
That first half wasn't too pretty, but second half, that's Marshall basketball. I don't want to say it was a feeling out process because, you know, they did punch us in the mouth, but, you know, we knew we had to battle back. You know, at halftime, it got pretty testy in there. You know, we know what we needed to do. We weren't going to go out like this. There's a ton of NAIA teams beating D1 teams. And, you know, we weren't going to let that be us. So.
Same for you.
Yeah, like you said, we're in the locker room. We had to, you know, we had to get on each other. Like this is not the way we practice. It's not how we should be playing. Just come out and play better. That was the message.
Was it more of a situation? Just you don't want to say just feeling it out, but you guys get out there, you're trying to figure out what works, and you've got a different opponent that doesn't know you, so they're throwing different things at you. So was it honestly was it a case? Okay, we got to figure out what we do quick.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, you know, it was a new atmosphere. We just didn't come out ready to play the first half. That's on me as the leader of this team. We need to be ready to play, and we weren't. So that's on me. But the second half, we were ready to play as a collective. That's what it looked like. I mean, there's not much else I can say. I mean, you know, they spread us out. They drove the ball. They made some plays. The second half, they didn't, probably because we played better defense. I mean, that's really just it.
I would say discipline. You know, we were more disciplined in the second half than we were the first half. Like you said, spread us out, put us apart. Second half, we brought more intensity. We brought the fight to them, and we punched them in the mouth.
How did it feel to get those first baskets for you?
It was exciting. You know, it felt good. You know, it's my first game here in front of the fans. It felt good to get out here and finally play. I couldn't even sleep last night.
Old hat for you.
Man, I thought some of those shots were not going in. I'll tell you that much. But I'm always confident, so I'm not even worried about missing shots right now. My job is to shoot it. If I'm gonna call myself a shooter, they're gonna go up. So you know, that's really it.
What was it like watching this guy for the first time?
And it's been fun playing with him. You know, I think, you know, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense. I put a lot of pressure on the defense in a different way. You know, it's all about coexisting the right way. Giving him driving lanes, giving me open spaces to shoot it. I got to move off the ball well. We got to share ball screens well. Sometimes it's going to be him, sometimes it's going to be me. We got to know who's taking it up, who's sprinting the floor, give us each our space. You know, the bigs are setting good picks. So the second half, you know, it's kind of what we went to. We ran some sets, and they all looked good. So I think we coexist well together.
You look at the score sheet, everyone's going to be talking about you, but who stood out for you on that squad?
Man, I think Jake in the second half played really well. I mean, the inbounds pass off the back, and you know, that's the energy. When he brings, that's what he looks like. That's how he plays. I think the way they switched everything, it wasn't the bigs night tonight, but I think in the second half, you know, we dominated the glass. So Nate and Obina, they dominated the glass. Wyatt came in, had good energy, got like 3 dunks. Just being long, athletic, being active, faking handoffs and going. But when that ball moved, I mean, I think everyone just looked good. And Cam Crawford brought a lot of energy off the bench in the second half. He looked really good.
That's it.
Anything further for Clips?
All right, guys.
All right.
Well, the first half looked like a new team, which we are. The leadership had changed, and we weren't ready to play. That's, as Cam just said, that's on them. And I put that responsibility to them. I play my part, but really, the major part is on them. So it's a new team. They had a lot of big filling out process the first half. You got to give them credit. They played extremely well. They come in here trying to show everybody that they can play at this level. But once we got going, once the ball started moving, defensively we picked it up. I think you can see the talent and the ability to score on this team. And when our defense is kicking and we're long and athletic, we're going to be a good ball club. So they're going to grow. This team will probably grow more than any team we've had in the recent past. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun ride, and hope all of the Marshall fans, I know we got a ton of good, passionate basketball fans, get out here and support this group.
What was that conversation like in halftime? Was it more player-led? You know, was it you?
Well, I started it, and then I give them time to hash out what I said to them. So, you know, it's always a team effort. It's never a coach. It's never a player. It's all the players, all the coaching staff, our managers, our fan base. We got to play this together. That's what it's all about. And come and enjoy it, regardless of what happens. Come and enjoy it. These guys are going to play hard. They're going to play for Marshall, and they're good representatives, and we're going to be in the thick of things. You can see the talent we have. We have a lot of athleticism, a lot of size. So it should be a fun year.
What did you take out of this that you got to work on?
Well, one, we got to make sure we come ready. That's number one. A lot of it, though, is something you couldn't prepare because it's a new team. We lost Andy and Tavion. That's the two leaders. So this team's trying to shuffle it out, and it's the first time in front of a crowd. So I don't think it's anything that you can go practice, anything that you can say. It's an ability for them to get together and go through a period of time, and it'll sort out. We got great kids. We got great leadership. We had little two freshmen out there, weren't too bad, pure freshmen. Kyson came in and right off the bench hits two. And I thought Nutter played hard. So we're going to grow. This is going to be a fun season to watch our growth, and just stay with us and see what happens. But we'll, you know, in our growth, we're going to be right there in the thick of things. We get in the Sun Belt.
Was there any one specific thing that you look at and say, yeah, I really like that?
I thought once we got into our sets, we ran them pretty well. So once we did that, we got the ball to the right person, he put it down. You know, Kirkman obviously shoots well. He's going to be in the process. I think we can get. I think Cam Crawford and Kevon are used to a real slower paced team, and we've got to encourage them to pick the ball up from inline to inline. So, and they're capable. It's just something that they've gone back and what they've done for 2 or 3 years where they were. So I think we'll break that down, the ball come a little bit faster. And if it does, we scored 101 points without the speed. I think we can play it.
Any further questions for Coach?
Go Herd!